that the government upgrades
This is the visionist, the long overstatement on ethnic.
He accused the APC lead.
Welcome to the Gallery Television News Update at 4. I'm Eleje Chidima. On the news headline, bandits kidnap Anglican bishop wife driver on Oyoogbomoso Expressway. Nigerian of our dream by distinguished Senator Dilominai. 3 collapsed during military parade at Democracy Day celebration. Still on the news headline, Buhari, Jonathan, others attend Democracy Day parade at Eagle Square. On business news, federal government borrowing from CBN hit 19 trillion naira. Inflation may worsen, says report. On sports news, 2023 AFCON qualifiers, Pesiro I second win against Sao Tome. And on foreign news, Turkey brace for more bad weather after flood killed 4. And on the news in details. Bandits kidnap Anglican bishop wife driver on Oyoogbomoso Expressway. Police have confirmed that Bishop of Anglican Diocese Joba, Kwara State, Right Reverend Aderoba, alongside his wife and driver, have been abducted. The incident took place on Sunday on Oyoogbomoso Expressway. According to a source, the abductees were traveling to Yewa in Ogun State when they were abducted by bandits. The police public relations officer PPRO Adewale Osefeso confirmed the abduction. Nigerian of our dream by distinguished Senator Dilominai. Still in the spirit of democracy, the celebration, Honorable distinguished Senator Dilominai, in his speech to commemorate the June 12 Democracy Day celebration, he said, and I quote, "The Nigeria of our dream is when we start practicing democracy in its lucid interpretation. Democracy, government of the people, by the people, and for the people. What we have now is not democracy. I repeatedly say that anywhere I go, what we have is greediocracy. Government of the greedy, by the greedy, and for the greedy. It is when government is afraid of the people and not the people being afraid of the government that's where we are going to have the Nigeria of our dreams. It is when people of Nigeria realize that those in power in Nigeria, including myself, are about 3% of the population, and it's memorable. It is misnomer. It is anatomy. For 3% of them dominates 97%, and they remain silent when they realize that we are having a Nigeria of our own. It is when we realize that nobody in Nigeria is distinguished. No senator is distinguished until Nigeria becomes distinguished. Until we realize that no governor is excellency, no president is excellency, no deputy governor is excellency, until the lives of Nigerians become excellent. Until we realize that no honorable member of the House of Representatives or House of Assembly is honorable, until Nigerians have a honorable, decent life, then we can begin to talk about Nigeria of our dream. Until our bishops, our imams, our activists, our community leaders, our emirs, our obis, our obas have the tenacity and authority to speak the truth to power, then we'll still have Nigeria of our own. 3 collapsed during military parade at Democracy Day celebration. At least 3 persons collapsed at the Eagle Square during the military parade to mark the Democracy Day celebration on a Monday. Those who collapsed during the parade were believed to be members of the different unity of the military, who have been on their foot 4 hours before the commencement of the event. The colorful parade, presided over by President Muhammadu Buhari, was already in motion when a bit of commotion broke out from behind of the practice, as some security and medical personnel were seen scrambling scratchers to move those who have collapsed for urgent medical attention. They were rushed to the tent provided at the square for medical personnel, where physicians successfully resuscitated them. It was not clear whether they were able to return to their duty beat for the continuation of the duties. On arrival, President Muhammadu Buhari inspected the parade immediately and was followed by military police march past in slow and quick time. Buhari, Jonathan, others attend Democratic Day parade at Eagle Square. President Muhammadu Buhari on Monday inspected the Guard of Honor during the 2020 Democracy Day parade held at Eagle Square in Abuja. The parade is an annual exercise held in honor of the nation's return to civil rules to remember Nigerian heroes of democracy. President Buhari arrival was held by a general salute, signaling the official kickoff of the exercise in the national capital. However, the Vice President Yemi Osinbajo could not attend the event as he had traveled to Cote d'Ivoire for the 2022 African CEO Forum. The Senate President Ahmed Lawal, Speaker of the House of Representatives Femi Gbajembiamila, Chief Justice of Nigeria Tanko Muhammad, and former President Goodluck Jonathan were physically present. Others who attended the event include ministers and other members of the President's Cabinet, the nation's service chief, other members of the National Assembly, and members of the diplomatic corps. Prior to the President's arrival, the Guard had fallen into formation with several general salutes taken to welcome squad leaders and the commander of the Guard Brigade. There were also general salutes for the service chief and the Inspector General of Police Force, as well as salutation for former President and Vice President, among other distinguished guests. On business news, federal government borrowing from CBN hit 19 trillion naira, inflation may worsen, says report. The federal government total borrowing from the Central Bank of Nigeria through way and means advance rose from 17.46 trillion naira as of December 2021 to 19.1 trillion naira as of April 2022. According to data from the CBN, this represents an increase of 1.55 trillion naira within the first quarter of 2022. The 19.1 trillion naira owned the Apex Bank by the federal government is not part of the country's total public debt stock, which stood at 41.60 trillion naira as of March 2022, according to the Debt Management Office. The public debt stock only includes the debt of the federal government of the Nigeria, the 36 state government, the Federal Capital Territory. On sports news, 2023 AFCON qualifiers, Pesiro Eye second win against Sao Tome. Super Eagles Portuguese coach Jose Pesiro is eagerly looking forward to his second victory when the Eagle battle Sao Tome and Principe today in AFCON 2023 qualifier in Morocco. Goals from Alex Iwobi and Victor Seme and the Eagle a 2-1 win over Leon Stars of Sierra Leone in the term's first group match at MKO Abdullah Stadium last Thursday, and the Eagle are aiming for another 3 points against the Flacon and True Pirates at the Grand Stade Agadi, also known as Adre Stadium, today. On foreign news, Turkey braced for more bad weather after flood killed 4. Strong rain, winds, and flash flood are expected in northern and central Turkey on Monday, after a weekend of flooding that reported killed at least 4 people. Bad weather warnings were in place in 42 towns and cities in the north and central, including the capital Ankara. Schools were closed in Ankara and the central town of Karamek. Last year, around 100 people died in violent weather events in Turkey, including flash floods, wildfires, and droughts. The disaster pushed the climate change up the political agenda, especially among younger voters. The torrential rain and hailstones swept through the northern and central at the weekend, causing flood that killed three people near Ankara and 1 in central province of Karaman, local media reported. Rescue services were still searching on Monday for persons missing in Ankara region. Several towns were damaged by the flood. 8 villages in the northern province of Kastamonu were still cut off on Monday after several roads collapsed. And that's all we have on the Gallery TV News at 4. I'm Eleje Chidima. Thanks for watching.
Life of people not only in Niger State but also.
Still a chance for Iron Robin. It's
let him shoot, let him shoot. No problem.
That the government upgrades
This is the vision list, the loan overstatement on ethnic
he accused the APC lead